Oh, we're here in Chicago still, but I love this city. Obviously, I love most of the major cities in the U.S. I can't really think of any that I don't like. Well, there's certain ones where there's certain parts, obviously, that you don't like. But most of the cities, I mean, there's so many just wonderful little hidden nooks and crannies and so forth. But anyways, today's topic is about Tinder. Recently, maybe it was about a month or two ago-ish, I saw a video, or two videos, that Simple Pickup actually put out, and what they were talking about is, it was basically one of the videos that had a female, and she put her profile on, and she was very attractive, but then they had a makeup crew come in and put basically a dietarily advanced, a heavy-set female on her. They put all this, this thick neck on her, and this, probably put an extra, I don't know, 250 pounds to 350 pounds on her is my guess, or at least that would appear that she was. And then they did the same thing for the guy as well. They did something where, he had a profile. He's a tall guy, good-looking guy, and then of course, when the girls show up to the date, he's got an extra 200, 300 pounds. And what it's cool that they did that. It's very entertaining. But what I didn't really, and yeah, you saw how on the male's video in particular, you saw that the men, when they would show up to the date, they would be very revolted by the female, right? They were kind of put off. But the thing is, I don't think she was really being all that engaging from what I can remember in my memory. Whereas the guy who had the extra weight on, he was doing things like, hey, high five, and he's like showing how big his hand is compared to her, which often, you can relate hand size to obviously penis size. So the girl was like, oh, this guy might have a lot of weight, but damn, he's probably got a huge fucking dick too, which is that can make up for some things. Plus, he's thumb wrestling with them. He's being flirtatious, and so by the end of the dates, those girls are actually down to hang out with this guy because this guy is being flirtatious, he's being fun, whereas the girl, she's not really being all that flirtatious. She's not saying things like a girl could say. She's not saying things like, you know what, I may have put on a few pounds, but I can do some amazing things with my tongue and my mouth, if you get what I mean. And that would have probably got some of the guys being like, all right, we can take this, because she would have been expressing a personality that would have been like, this chick's okay, she's demonstrating some same things that the guy was demonstrating, the heavy-set guy was demonstrating with his hand. He wasn't directly saying I have a huge penis, but that's what he was indirectly basically saying to me. She didn't say anything though sexual intent. She was just very low-key like the average female is, because they're generally putting up their anti-slut defense, which is what they're supposed to do. Obviously society has told them if they act kind of slutty, then they're a bad person, which is not fair for females. They should be able to be a little more open. And so I don't really blame Simple Pickup for doing those sort of videos like that, but I just want guys to realize that no, men aren't bad, because that's what the videos showed. It showed the girls being willing to go out on dates with the guy, but the guys weren't willing to go out on dates with the girls. So I didn't really, that's one of the things that I was just like, eh. Okay, what else about Tinder? Tinder is a great thing. I've heard about it for a couple years now, from when it first came out. I don't really like it all that much, because generally guys like myself who aren't very photogenic, and just generally I'm a little bit not the greatest looking guy. I don't know if fugly would be a nice word for myself, but Tinder is not really advantageous to someone like myself. And so I literally have had friends who have experimented with Tinder, and they put fake profiles up of other guys who, were whatever, the height thing, the weight thing, they work out this and that, and then the responses that they were getting from females were way better than if they just put their true selves up. So what can guys maybe take away from that? What we generally teach, especially in day 1, day 2, basic beginner boot camp, is to be pure honest, to tell the truth, and that's the kind of girl that you want to be with. But the truth is, as you get more advanced, you start to understand female psychology and how females act and behave is you realize they're amazing communicators. They often do tell things that aren't the truth, and so what I'm basically saying is if you want to put up a Tinder account and you want it to be, and you want to put on some fake stuff that, like, you know, you want to add a couple of inches to yourself, you want to add a couple of things that might not be completely true, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because once she shows up, if you then demonstrate how flirtatious you are, how fun you are, how outgoing you are, and you can make it up with your personality and just get her to get over the, you know, the surface sort of stuff, then, you know, I don't think it's such a bad thing. Plus, it's not against the law. As long as you're not breaking any laws, I'm all for it. As long as you're having fun with life and you're enjoying Tinder and you're enjoying whatever sort of social media, I guess, type dating stuff. I honestly don't do that sort of stuff. But, you know, lots of friends who do. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with you guys falsifying a little bit of stuff. The girl shows up and then you make up for it. So anyways, I hope this was, you know, an interesting video, or at least, you know, kind of entertaining. And you know, happy holidays again, and take care, everybody.